Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. You have found yourself in the place to be to help you find fragrances that you love. I'm your girl, Tiff Benson, and today's video is going to be all about the 10 fragrances that I would keep for life. Now, this is going to be the niche edition. I love niche fragrances. I'm just such a huge fan, and I'm very happy to share my list with you. So without further ado, let's just jump right in. I'm super curious. Please let me know down in the comments what fragrances you would keep for life. It's such a hard decision. Like, I started creating this video almost about a month ago, and it took me a while to come to the 10 that I really want and would keep forever. So let's get started. I will say this, a lot of the fragrances that I will be mentioning today, well, all of them are mentioned in the description box below. Should you want to shop, it's a way to support the channel and also find the fragrances that you love. But also too, these fragrances are fragrances that have been with me. We've gone through some things together. I've had them in my collection for quite some time, and I've made really wonderful memories with them. So starting with the fragrance that started it all for me, this is Eccentric Molecules Molecule 01. It came out in 2006. It's one of my babies, my pride and joy. The perfumer here is Gita Schoen. It's a woody, ambery, musky fragrance. One note. If you love minimalist fragrances like me, the note here is ISO E Super. This fragrance is very special to me because this is a fragrance that kind of really started it all. Like I said, when I was trying to find myself in the YouTube space, I have first started like creating beauty videos. And then suddenly, well, I was always a fan of fragrance. I just felt like maybe I should share some of my more obscure fragrances here on my channel. And this video hit and people really loved it. And I kind of, in part, feel responsible for the awareness of this fragrance, especially back then, so many years ago. But anyway, I adore this scent. This is wonderful for layering. It's a minimalist scent, so it's perfect for wearing it in the office every day. It's very elegant and sophisticated and minimalist and just cool. It was a cool fragrance back then, and it's still a very cool fragrance as it is now to this day. So love this one, Molecule 01 by Eccentric Molecules. Up next is a fragrance that has a lot of punch, a lot of sillage. It's from one of those houses that are known for that, Mancera, and this is Roses and Chocolate. This one came out in 2013. It has notes of chocolate. Oh my gosh, wow. Peach, blackcurrant, mandarin orange, bergamot, white musk, vanilla, cedar. It is just divine. It is so good. I love it for Valentine's Day. It's very romantic, and my personal experience with this scent is whenever it's my birthday, which my birthday is coming up December 11th, just so you know. Shout out to all my Sages out there. I wear this. I've worn this maybe like 2 or 3 times on my birthday, so every time I smell it, it kind of just reminds me of that. And of course, I wear it throughout the year when I'm looking for a dose of literally roses and chocolate. If you love peach fragrances too, I think you would like it. The peach kind of makes it a little bit fruity, sweetens it up. The vanilla makes it sweet too as well. Great sillage, compliment getting scent. I adore it and I love it, and I'm so happy to keep it for life. Next fragrance that I want to share with you is a fragrance that is a bit newer to me, and it's from the house of Bulgari. You guys know I am a Bulgari ambassador, and this is Taiga. So if you follow me on IG, then you've seen recently, well, if you're not following me on IG, you need to go ahead and go over on IG and, you know, get your life. I recently went to Utah with the Bulgari team, and we had a sensory trip all planned around this fragrance. Wonderful, just wonderful experience, life-changing experience for me. The fragrance itself, Taiga, has notes of grapefruit, ambroxan, ginger. It's a fresh, spicy, ambery type of fragrance, quite musky as well. Oh my gosh. If you're a ginger lover, you will love this scent. I've mentioned this in my fall fragrance countdown, and a lot of, well, not a lot. Some people said, oh, that's a summery scent or spring. And for me, I think you wear fragrance as your mood dictates. And just because some of the notes might lean more fresh doesn't mean that that I can only wear my fresh scents in the summer, which that just seems so close-minded. No shade, not trying to throw shade, but you know, that's just how I feel. When I wear this now, it makes me feel like I'm spraying on a fragrance pick me up because I had such an incredible experience in the desert at Amangiri resort. It was just amazing. It was an absolute amazing experience. And every time I spray this on now, I'm just reminded of it. So highly recommend it. Unisex scent as well. You will love it. If you haven't tried it, you need to get your hands on it. Up next is a fragrance that I'm in love with since day one. This is Diptyque Orpheon. Now, if you see, we've got a little bit of wear and tear on the bottle there because I bring this with me when I travel, when I go on vacations. I adore this scent. It's a powdery, woody, aromatic fragrance. Top notes are juniper berries. Middle note is jasmine. In the base, we have cedar and tonka. This kind of reminds me of my childhood, I guess because it has that powdery note. It's super beautiful, very, very fresh. The juniper berries kind of just bring it to light. It has a beautiful opening and it wears down to a gorgeous cedary scent. The memory that was made with this particular fragrance was when they launched, they sent this to me, and when they launched the fragrance, my calendar is going off. When they launched the fragrance, they had a Zoom meeting. This was back in, when everyone was on Zoom because of you know what and you know why. Anyway, they sent us a cocktail to go along with, and they broke down the notes and they broke down the story behind the fragrance, which was kind of inspired by speakeasies in Paris. And it just, it really resonated with me. And that's why I kind of just love it. And I wear it as well. My boyfriend loves it too. He wears it. I wear it. We both wear it. We're obsessed. Orpheon by Diptyque. Up next, we have a fragrance from the house of Parfum de Marly. This is Oriana. Now, bottle presentation is stunning. Packaging is gorgeous. If you love pink bottles, you will be obsessed. This fragrance came out in 2021. It has notes of mandarin orange, bergamot, grapefruit, orange blossom, raspberry, blackcurrant, whipped cream, standout note, marshmallow, another standout note, musk, and ambrette. For me, it's all about the base notes, right? If you love whipped cream fragrances, you will adore this scent. Marshmallow as well. It's sweet, it's yummy, but it's also it's not teeny bopper, nothing against the teeny boppers out there, but it doesn't lean young. It feels very adult-like, and, women or even men of a certain age could wear it. The memory that I made with this fragrance, which, let me think about this. It was my first time in London and I did not know what fragrances to bring with me. I actually took this one on my trip and I fell in love with it over there. Love the way this smells and projects in the winter time, winter, fall, perfect. It feels very romantic too, i.e. giving me date night vibes. It's just a wonderful fragrance, and it's very pretty and sensual and sexy and sweet and marshmallowy and just yummy. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Keeping it for life. Another fragrance that I'm absolutely obsessed with. This is a newcomer to my collection. It came out in 2021. I believe it's the same perfumer, Quentin Bisch. This is Hibiscus Mahajad. Now, every time I wear this fragrance, I get compliments. Like, there's not one time that I've worn this and someone hasn't said anything. Just a gorgeous, juicy, syrupy, sweet fragrance that projects so well. Let's get into the notes so you can know what's inside. It's a floral rose vanillic fragrance. It has notes of damask rose, vanilla, hibiscus, leather, cinnamon, spicy mint, ambrette. If you're noticing a trend here, and I believe the same perfumer is responsible for this fragrance as well. Ambrette, rose, fruit. Gosh, this is just so good. I love this one for date night. This one has also made my top 10 for fall list. If you haven't seen that video, I'm going to link it in the card. For me, this is a feel-good scent. Again, when I'm having one of those bad days where I'm just like, oh, I need a fragrance to pick me up, this is it. Possibly because of the spicy mint and ambrette. Maybe it's the floral notes of the rose. It's a special one. You need to try this one if you haven't tried it yet. I am obsessed. It's so, so good. Up next is another fragrance that came out in 2021. Apparently 2021 was a really good year. This is from the House of Beau, and it's called Lamar. Notes of this fragrance are seawater, gardenia, pink pepper, tuberose, jasmine, ginger, coconut, almond milk, and olibanum. For one, I don't have a fragrance like this in my collection. It's so special, so unique, also quite elegant and sophisticated. You know, when I smell fragrances like that, it just makes me kind of like swoon. I adore the fact that it has like this seawater kind of aquatic note, but it also feels quite tropical with the white flowers, tuberose and jasmine, almond milk to give it a little bit of cream and sweetness. It's just a wonderful, sophisticated scent. I got it in 2001, and as you can see, I've worn it quite a bit. That's saying a lot for a perfumista. I love it. My boyfriend loves it. We wear it, we share it, and I love it. I'm keeping this for life. I can't imagine life without it, and that's for real. Up next, we have from the House of Memo Paris, one of my favorites. This was a really hard choice, but I chose Moroccan leather because that's just how I'm feeling. That is the vibe right now. This one came out in 2018. Notes here are leather, iris, vetiver, ginger. I love ginger. You can see a trend starting, right? Mandarin orange, orange blossom, amber, musk, ylang ylang, and tonka bean. Again, I don't have anything like this in my collection. What would be similar would probably be the other leathers from Memo Paris, but I just adore this one. There's something quite sensual about it. I love the fact that it has, this feels very orange blossom leather centric. And of course, there's the ginger in there that kind of makes it spicy, the amber and musk that gives it a lot of depth and fullness. Adore this fragrance. It's super special. I'm so happy to have it in my collection, and I will be keeping this one for life as well. So the next fragrance that I want to talk about is a fragrance that I've been loving since day one. You know, this is one of those fragrances that kind of just took my heart and kind of ran with it. Here we have, this is Good Girl Gone Bad by Kilian Fresh. And I have this one here, which is actually the travel size. And this is the original Good Girl Gone Bad. Now, here's the tea. I love them both equally, which is why I'm going to just talk about them both. This one, which I keep in a travel size, I actually have the full bottle somewhere. Where? I don't know. It's somewhere. I think I emptied it to fill up my travel size. But anyway, love the fresh version for the summer. Love the original version for all year round. This fragrance came out in 2012. Master perfumer here, Alberto Morias. It's a white floral fragrance with just so much presence, so much sillage, so much class. Again, another one of those compliment getting fragrances that I absolutely adore. It has notes of osmanthus, jasmine, rose, tuberose, narcissus, amber, and cedar. The only difference is that it has watery notes. So like a watery accord, and musk in the base. Oh my God. Love them, love them, love them. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've worn this fragrance wherever I've gone. Most recently, I got a chance to partner up with Kilian, and I went to they were featured at the Made in America event in Philly. I got to experience their fragrances. Again, if you follow me on IG, then you would have seen this. So make sure you're following me there. But I just love this brand. I adore them, and they treat me so nice. And that kind of just sticks with me. And the fact that their fragrances are just on the level, above the level, it makes me want to reach for them all the time. I do love this brand. It's probably one of my favorite houses for fragrance, which is why, again, this fragrance is a part of my keep 10 for life. It was a toughie because I almost wanted to pick Woman in Gold, Aphrodisiac, Rolling in Love. I mean, they got so many heavy hitters, but this is what I went with. This is what I'm keeping for life, and I'm very happy with my choice. All right, so y'all are gonna get mad at me, and I'm sorry in advance. All right, I love you forever. Do not be mad at me. The next fragrance I'm gonna mention is not even available anymore. It was a limited edition fragrance, and that's it. You either got it or you don't got it. This is from the House of Diptyque, and it is Kyoto. Now you see, I've made a major dent in the fragrance. My boyfriend and I we both love this scent. We share it, we enjoy it. We kind of stopped and we just kind of been wearing it only on special occasions because we love it so much. I'm just gonna take one quick spray and that's it. We're gonna put her up back on the shelf and age her because we can't be without her. We love her so much. This is a woody, earthy rose fragrance. It's so different from anything that I have in my collection. The main notes here are beetroot, which I'm not a beet fan. I'm sorry. I like the beet colored glass, but I am not a fan of beets. Hate them. Cannot. If you like beets, God bless you. Vetiver, Turkish rose, and incense. So this is giving very ceremonial, grounded, earthy, deep, dark, rich, inspired by a city of Japan, Kyoto. I've actually been to Kyoto, which again, this is another reason why this fragrance means so much to me. When I was dancing professionally, one of my first trips was to Japan, and Kyoto was one of the cities that I visited. And I believe besides Tokyo, Kyoto is one of my favorite cities, like ever. There's temples, there's nature, the people, the food, the music. Like, it's so different than our culture here in the States. And it was just one of those life-changing experiences for me, because when you travel outside of where you're originally from, you see how different people are. You also see how sometimes, some way, with some people, some things are the same, right? We're all connected. That being said, when I wear this fragrance, it reminds me of that. And again, the differences, the differentness, the uniqueness of that city, the incense, like the temples that they had there were just gorgeous. Oh my God. And the smell of this fragrance reminds me of that experience. So love this one. I'll use it sparingly because I want to keep it and I want to keep her and I want to keep her on my shelf and love her forever. That's why she is a part of my Keep 10 for life. So did you enjoy this video? If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up right now. The conversation continues in my private group of fragrance lovers around the world, the Fragrance Society. I will leave a link in the description so that you can go there and learn more. Now that we are in full swing of holiday season, at the time that I'm filming this, it is the beginning of December. I have created gift guides online on my website for you to go check out and shop. I know on my Instagram, I took a poll and everyone, they said that they wanted to see gift guides. That was the main thing that they wanted. They wanted gifts under 50, gifts under 100, gifts over 200, gifts between the 100 to 200 price range. So I took the time to create that blog post for you. It is live on my website. There's some other options there as well. There's also my fragrance wish list. So of all the fragrances that I have, and you know I have a lot, I still desire fragrance and I will be purchasing them soon too. So all that is there on tiffbenson.com. So make sure to check me out there. I love you forever. Thank you for watching this video and being patient with me. I hope you have a wonderful holiday and don't forget to watch what's up next, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.